The Nigerian government under President Muhammadu Buhari has admitted that some nationals who turned out to be Igbo were asked to come down from evacuation buses in Sudan, noting that the issue had been resolved. The government meanwhile denied claims that the country's embassy in Khartoum, the capital of war-torn Sudan, refused to evacuate Nigerians who are of the Igbo ethnic group. Sahara reporters had on Tuesday reported that some stranded Nigerians in warring Sudan accused officials of the Nigerian embassy in the evacuation exercise of discriminating against the Igbo. In a viral video seen by Sahara reporters on Tuesday, the Nigerian of Igbo descent was seen lamenting the level of discrimination against Igbos in a foreign land, to the extent that after entering into evacuation buses, they were allegedly asked to come down in Sudan. He had claimed that Nigerian authorities evacuated stranded Nigerians in war-torn Sudan by state of origin and left Igbos behind. The man in viral video has stated that they were asked to come down from the bus that conveyed other stranded Nigerians from other ethnic groups on Saturday and Sunday to Egypt. The young man in the video had, however, appealed to wealthy Igbo men to come to their aid. However, the Nigerian government denied the allegations, describing the accounts as false. The spokesperson of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Mrs. Francisca Omayuli, on Wednesday urged the general public to disregard the allegation. Omayuli said that it had investigated the allegation and found it to be false, adding that Igbos were among the first batch of 637 Nigerians evacuated to Aswan border, Egypt. According to Daily Post, she however admitted that Igbo were asked to come down from evacuation buses, but it wasn't deliberate, noting that the issue had been resolved. More buses were made available to accommodate every Nigerian national in Sudan who indicated interest to be evacuated. It is therefore surprising that such a misleading allegation could be levied against officials of the embassy who had worked tirelessly on the evacuation exercise, she added. I don't understand. You say it is a lie, but you say you did it. It was not deliberate, but you have resolved it. What did you resolve? Why did you tell them to come down in the first place? I don't understand. I think she needs to listen to herself and hear what she just said. No, it was not deliberate. Oh, they are misleading. Though you asked them to come down, it is true, but it was not deliberate. But you have resolved this, and you asked them to come down, and they came down. If really you asked them to go in immediately, or maybe it didn't happen, those people wouldn't have that opportunity to have done that video, because they were left there. And I'm sure when the videos began to go viral, that was when you now brought back the listen. Why would they? Because the people could not even doubt it, because Abike Dabire, who is the diaspora, whatever that is conducting, she's in charge of the people in diaspora. She said that they are going to be evacuating these people state by state, state of origin, state by state, and people are like, what does that go to? How does that? It's not as if they are going from that place to Nigeria straight. They will still get to Egypt before they will not even. So I don't understand. Even if they want to enter a plane, they are going to enter the same plane at the same time. So it's not as if, okay, these guys are taking, this bus is going to Maiduguri, this one is going to Lagos, this one is going to Delta or something. These people, now what for them? Where Alex Oyema, APs, should withdraw his evolution to evacuate Nigerians from Sudan and organize a means of sending money or air tickets to Easterners that are stranded there. We can't continue to shy away from the fact that Nigeria is not one, especially under this Buhari wicked government. Let everybody carry his or her own cross. Will Igbo political elite understand? Igbo political elites are feeding on the blood of their fellow Igbos. That is the reason they can't defend the cause of ordinary Igbos. They can never speak out when their fellow Igbos are maltreated by any government organization. Have they sponsored bill for having functional seaports or international airports in the East? Igbo political elites are the ones marginalizing Igbos, not federal government. Their religion is hate, but we will continue to prevail over them. No matter what they do, we cannot be subdued, as our God will continue to make way for us. brothers and sisters stranded over there, the Lord will guide and save you and bring you back home. It is very bad, wrong and condemnable for Nigerian government or its agencies to tell the Igbos to calm down. The Igbos involved would have refused completely and tell the government officials involved that Nigeria belongs to all of us, including the Igbos. Then let's see what will happen. They carry the Igbos. It is their rights and not privilege. If this is true, the government officials are wrong and need to be warned. The woman confirmed it now. She was just contradicting herself. It is all adding up to fill the cup that definitely will spill over one day. One day, the cup will spill over. Let he that enjoy doing evil and discriminating against others continue. Let those speaking against it continue. Let those clapping for those discriminating against others continue. The dead will get tired of sleeping. That's it. Well, that is very wrong. Why would any reasonable government ask anybody that are taking a seat to calm down for another person? I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay, this one is saying something else. Our Amala brothers and sisters go see justify this. All because they want to make Buhari agree to hand over to their tribesman. God of vengeance will soon arise on Igbo's behalf. If really such happen, I feel bad for our Igbo brothers and sisters over there. And government officials should be ashamed of themselves. We have people who see those who are still doing there's conscience. That conscience, see, there's nothing you can't beat the conscience, because what you are going to be saying, like Aisha, we always say that most of the time when you see them talk, you see that what they are saying and what is in their heart is not aligning at all, because that conscience will be telling them that you are lying. It's very there are some people who still have that conscience. Are we really want Nigeria? Hey, even a northern man would dislike this attitude. A Yoruba wouldn't even take this bad attitude. Our real enemy is our government, not the people. Our skill of leadership is too poor, dividing the people to rule. One country, different laws. Too bad. I pray this is not true. It is true now. Injustice against the Igbos in Nigeria is only God that will settle the matter. That is why Biafra is the best option. I think the people who are responsible for that despicable act should be sanctioned. Okay, senseless people will still say, wait on international community to fight for our freedom in Nigeria. Evidence of one Nigeria, Igbo leaders is always the problem. They don't speak up because what they are getting from the government. What are they getting? Just like I've always said, all these politicians say, when you see people say, oh, Igbos will never be this, Igbo. The politicians across board, they are in the same carcass. They are in the same carcass. So it is you that you are suffering yourself. You think an average Igbo man will still do better. You that you think that your people are there, you are just happy for them, and meanwhile they have made life miserable for you, and you are there clapping for them. This is really appalling and condemnable by all standards. The Igbos will surely rise above this hatred, and they will surely put those that have singled them out to shame. You know, one thing I've always said, I have never seen an Igbo man who has an authority, a constituted authority, an Igbo man will come out and be speaking against other tribes. But reverse is the case when it comes to Yoruba and Hausa. You see, constituted authority will be speaking against, be calling a whole tribe out. Instead, the Igbos who have the authority, I mean, maybe their politicians or their leaders or whatever, maybe their monarchs, but at least they have authority, you know, in that their own region. You will never see them or hear them speak ill or evil of other tribes. But Yorubas, you see their people who have one position or the other, they will come out. And who are they fighting? They are fighting the normal people on the streets. Because if really when they are speaking and you have people from the Igbo extraction who are their leader are speaking, of course you'll be throwing tantrums, at each other. But now you are not. I'm not seeing anybody who is at the other side who is doing that. It's just really, 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 really unfortunate. So guys, that's what we see. They don't confirm. People say na fake, but they don't talk with their mouth. But they say no be deliberate.